in Azam City. You're watching One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with information, news, sports, and public affairs. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with love. Ang telebisyong pangmasa. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. One TV special report.
So, Sir, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. We have visitors and guests this afternoon. With the meeting of the hour to speak during our session this afternoon, Honorable Sir. And I ask our Secretary to acknowledge our visitors and report that I move to suspend the rules, Honorable Sir.
Rules suspended. Yes, Mr. Secretary.
Yes, Honorable Chair, this afternoon we have the presence of Ms. Salome M. Navarro, our Chief of the Land Transportation Office, Osabi City District Office. We have also the presence of retired Police Colonel Joey Ampong, of the City Traffic Management Section.
We have already to visitors.
I think we invited also the senator, Ma'am Jollibee Nabikin, Shirley William Singh, and Cecil G. Delveta Division. Are they around, Sir?
Delveta? Okay, present. So, Mr. Delveta is present. How the picture? Sit down. Who is representing on the picture? Thank you anyway. Okay, thank you. Would you take more detail, please?
With the suspended officer,
Yes, also suspended.
we request to give the floor to our visitors. We like to hear first from Sergio Ampong, City Miss, and then Ma'am Salome Navarro of LTO.
Okay, at this point in time, we would like to hear from Sir or Chief. His name is Sir Joey Ampong, Colonel Joey Ampong. You have the floor now.
Okay, good afternoon, Madam Chair, and the rest of the council, or councilor, sir. Ma'am, I am the chief of the City Traffic Management Office of Osabi City, and we are here, Madam Chair, because observed that there were tricycles or motor car giving a legal franchising, but legal franchising, franchise motor car, but unregistered motorcycle. So what we are going to do is we cannot apprehend or we cannot issue citation tickets for this matter, because I already referred this to also to the LTO that there was a motorcycle unregistered but giving a franchise to operate.
We have motorcycles registered already.
Yes, ma'am. As I observed, and I really know that some of our motorcycles, motor car, have their franchise to operate, but definitely motorcycle of this motor club is unregistered. Because as far as I know, the franchising is good for 3 years. And the registered motor vehicle should be every 1 year. It is registration. So definitely the vehicles is illegal.
Yes, Honorable Majority Coordinator.
Yes, Honorable Chair. We acknowledge the concern of Sergio Ampong that there are attaches, their vehicles were franchised, but they have no restriction with the LTO. In our ordinance, Honorable Chair, ordinance number 2008-2023, which was enacted in 2023 and approved by the City Mayor in the seminar. One of the requirements in Section 5 for applicants, when applicants are renewal, in number 3, certificate of registration and official receipt, it should be updated and it should be original, the copy should be original. So if it should be printed, this franchise should not be given to any holder whose motorcycle was not registered, because the bill failed to comply with our ordinance. So I am wondering why there were franchises who were able to obtain suspenses na tulungan. It could be impossible under our ordinance. So who is at fault?
Yes, may we hear from, before any other election, may we hear from Ma'am Salome, please.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, and to everybody. I was told by Sir Angko that some of the motor club are possessing valid franchise but cannot have not renewed their registration to LTO. I think this is because of the 3-year validity of franchise. Mostly, the motor club owners, they think that since the franchise is valid for 3 years, the registration is also 3 years. So that is maybe one of the reasons that during inspection, the CTMS will find out that some of the motor clubs have not renewed their registration to LTO. Now, another observation is that since the franchise is 3 years, the validity is 3 years, some motor club owners, like for example, the plate ending is 7, 8, 9, and 0, and the date of the due date is on every March after 3 years. So some of them, iusan na lang nila. So for example, expire sila of October, ang uban is pila na inuman dito sa next year sa March. So naay uban na nag-expire na ang ilang registration but valid pa ang ilang franchise. That is because dapat the franchise should also expire to LTO registration. So it should be based on the plate ending number of the motor club.
That's all. Thank you, Ma'am Salome. Yes, reaction from Honorable Police.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think there is, upon on the observations of our of Sir Joy Ampong and Ma'am Salome, I think there is the issue here on how to reconcile and regulate the franchise registration and the LTO registration, that both should be of the same period, so that kaning registration sa LTO nila should be done yearly, and ang kaning ilang franchise should also be updated or coincide with the LTO registration. So our ordinance does not provide the provision to reconcile these two issues. Thank you.
Thank you for your manifestation, Honorable. Before we proceed, we would like to acknowledge the arrival of Honorable Citizen. Go ahead.
Honorable Sir, I think there is nothing to be reconciled because under the law, there are legal implications which is inherent in the law. Example, if one department is not in private, it must be still revoked. Whole organization, revoke na lang itong franchise. So, the franchise, the term players, has to give authority to the holder not to be able to obtain his LTO registration or to obtain an OR. No? So, kung di ka listo sa imong motor sa LTO, di mo revoke imong franchise. Di na ka sa laot. These are legal implications which did not be put into the law. Kaya nanin nga legal implications sa laot na na-republic, ikaw-comply, wala kang mo sunod sa laot. They are then revoked. So, Professor, there's nothing to be concerned because the STMS will just implement the law. Kung wala, kung uloro, revoke na ang franchise. Because that's basic in the ordinance. Dili ka maka-franchise kung yung motor ang registro. That's basic. So kung wala ka registro, revoke na. That's the legal implication, the necessary implication of the law. No other implication, that's necessary. That if, when you apply for franchise, it will show that you have a valid registration. It is shown. So if we should, certain is not, is inexistent, so the franchise to be also inexistent. The franchise is deemed invalid. So that is the legal reason.
Okay. Thank you for your manifestation, Honorable Majority Floor Leader. Any other manifestation from this august body?
So what is the deal, Professor? What's in it? Is to enforce the law. When I go wrong, wala kang franchise, revoke. And the council sa report sa atong permit division para ma-revoke na yung franchise, ma-cancel na. So the CTMS should report to the permit division sa PPLO para ma-revoke ang franchise. Report also the NCO nga kanang motora wala na franchise. Because we don't have to amend the law because these are implications which already are inherent in the law itself. Thank you.
May we hear also from the CTMS regarding the manifestation of Honorable?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes.
So that's why we brought this matter to the committee or to the council, so that we will know how to implement it with this kind of situation. Because they are legal to operate around the city, but they possess unregistered vehicle. Now, ang problema nila sir, for the first registration of vehicle together with the franchises, primerong apply is kumpleto. After si kanya, hindi na mag-rehistro. hindi na mag-register sa LTO because they have already possessed franchise. May question sir, ang talala lang ko hindi. Kaya dili ni maka-implement kung wala'y ordinansa, kung wala ka rin na-register yung kuha nimo. For the second year, dili mo pwede may hagtan kay franchise man legal franchise. Although we have no legal, we have unregistered vehicles, pero may franchise ni. Ang among trabaho is to lang sa transport lang, passenger. So ang among pumunta natin mo, Madam Chair, ang among pumunta natin, maka-issue may ticket.
Okay. Reaction.
Honorable Sir, I thought na akong istorya. Wala kay register, wala kay franchise. Revoke na, automatic. I-report na mo sa Duelo, sa period, wala kay franchise, revoke na. I thought I was understood.
Okay.
And also speaking, Honorable Sir, as the only city council, speaking as acting chairman of the Finance Board. I'm now acting chairman of the Finance Board. So, I'm also speaking as authority sa board. So revoke that. Those motorcycles, wala ito, wala revoke this, revoke. As chairman of the board.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, in addition, because we are planning also after this, because we are planning to have a meeting with the operators and riders together with some personnel of the treasury regarding this matter.
No need, revoke the franchise. Wala license sa revoke. No need to meeting ka. Wala revoke na. Ano ba siya?
Okay, I think the manifestation of the Honorable Majority Leader is clear. Kung wala yung franchise, revoke.
Okay. Noted po. Wala register.
Oh, okay.
Honorable Sir,
Yes.
we are oblivious nga. Usapin, jangan apply motor franchise, jangan apply, jangan applicants, gamara ng tagaan. So these holders of franchise should be very careful. This is abide with our laws. If they abide with the law, register motor, they are violating the law. How can we be lenient? How can we give privilege to these people who only is like a tumas loud? Violators, they don't care to register cycles with the LTO. That means they are violators, they know that the motorcycles are being registered. So, kung di ka register, revoke.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Honorable Majority Leader. Honorable Rene Lau, you have now the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Diba, separate man yung franchise is issued with the LGU. Then, ang registration of the motor vehicle is through national LTO. So, distinct na sila kung na sila franchise, if they have franchise but the registration of the vehicle is expired. Di ba na penalty an amount, 10,000? Then you can even impound the unit. Then you just do that. Once i-impound ang unit, they will be forced to renew their license. Then they will also be liable to pay the penalty of 10,000. So, wala may problema tingali. Lahi man ang franchise, 3 years man, registration is 1 year, you just let the LTO do their job. If they violated the law in the LTO, then you impound the unit. And then ask them to pay the 10,000, fine. Then let them renew the license. I think there's no problem about that. Distinct mo na. Lahi man ang franchise sa to operate is sa LGU man na 3 years. And then ang registration is yearly man ma'am sa LTO. Then you just implement the law sa LTO. Wala tayong problema na. Dili po sila maka-insist nga they can continue on operating their motor cab because they have violated the law, the LTO law. I-impound nyo.
Okay.
That's all, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much. That's very clear, no? The manifestation of Honorable Lau. Yes, Honorable Suiso, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. May we know from the LTO or from the CTMO, Madam Chair, kung pilay percentage or rate katong pila to kabuok ma-estimate na to kung kinsa tong wala gyud ni ning tuman kay kining Ozamis is the only city nga ning hatag og tulo ka tuig nga franchise. Any other city kada tuig gid sila mag-renew, but Ozamis City were given the privilege nga tagtulo ka tuig na magdukat. But kung ilahan ning giabusaran because mag-wait po sa another year to oblige them to pay to go to LTO, which is national in nature, dapat mo follow gid sila ato. So naa kay percentage rate ato, sir, kung pila to ka buok.
Can I submit that?
You will submit. As of now, wala kay estimate mga 30%, 20%, 50%, mga 20 siguro. 20%. So with that, we could at least, na to, Madam Chair, kaya nagtagaan na to, o kaya nabitang time kung unsa ning kadaghan ang wala ng ning follow, kung unsa ilang obligasyon with the LTO. And of course, 10,000 is 10,000, basta ko pa sa registration na to nga 3,000 kapil. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Suiso. Yes, in reaction. Any other manifestation, but for me, if they are violating, enforce the law. Yes,
the grant of franchise has a condition sine qua non, meaning wala na kondisyon na di ka franchise. Wala na ma-revoke yung franchise. Of course, we cannot command the LTO to do their job. Because LTO is an civil agency. Ang LTO ay power to they can do the job. So we rely on it to do the job. And we do our job by implementing ordinance. Kung wala decision, revoke. Walang ito ilabang ipayag din sa mahal sila. Basta ako mga lokal, kung wala decision, revoke. Kasi that's condition sine qua non, that's required by law. Ngunit to say na wala sa ordinance, this is ordinance, this is the condition nito na. That is the minister of the franchise.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Major for leader of your legislation. Yes, any other?
Just an addition, Madam Chair. With regards to apprehension, because almost all the time, the apprehending officers, the traffic management and enforcers, wala ko yung nakita ng covered sa LTO because I know that they are also depleted of personnel. Now, we issue only citation tickets. How about DTOP? Are we authorized because we are not deputized by the LTO until now? So we cannot ask for their license because that is prohibited by law. Unless we are deputized.
Ano po sir, that's a matter within the prerogative of the LTO. Hindi taga po sa deputized ko. It's up to the, so go over to the LTO kung taga ka decision. Kung di mo taga, wala tayo mayon. We got asked to deputize us. Isa po the LTO to enforce their prerogative. So, collaborate with the LTO, cooperate. As ito, if the LTO could deputize the CMS, if they do not deputize, what am I know? We cannot say that we should be deputized. We cannot command the LTO. We have the power and the law. That's the national say. Ato lang, kung na-evaluation sa atong dansa, implement. Kung nakita naman na yung self-evaluation, report to the LTO para LTO can enforce accordingly. That's the proper appropriate action that we should do.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Major de Florida. Yes, ma'am. Navarro, any reaction regarding the manifestation of Honorable Major de Florida?
Thank you, Madam Chair. As to the enforcement of the anti-colorum operation, the CTMS can anytime request LTO for the joint operation. In fact, we have done it in the previous administration many times, and we have apprehended also colorum motor cab. So we're just waiting for the CTMS to write to us and ask for our assistance. But as to the implementation of the city ordinance, LTO cannot implement the city ordinance, only the CTMS. And then mostly, although daily we have our law enforcement operations on the national highways, we focus on the national highways, but as to the city proper, we give it to the CTMS, but we're just waiting for the request for assistance.
Okay, thank you for your manifestation, Navarro. Any reaction from the CTMS?
None, Madam Chair.